Hello everyone and welcome to the Timby Student Network exclusive interview with the executive board members of the 2018 Northwood University Style Show. We're very excited to have the chairwoman, Ms. Page, over here. We're going to talk all about the Style Show, everything that's going on. Let's go ahead and get started. So first off, Paige, tell us about your role. What role do you play in the Style Show?
Kind of just the mediator of everything that we have to do. This year, not only are we welcoming a new professor here to the university for fashion, but also with the floods this past year, all of our paper binders were destroyed. So we are completely starting from scratch for this show. And we're just going in and hoping we're recreating this tradition correctly.
We're here with Emily Williams. She's the Vice Chair of Productions for the Northwood University Style Show. So Emily, you've been involved with the show for many years now. What has been your favorite part?
Oh gosh, my favorite part. It's a tricky one, but I would have to say student design has been my favorite part of the show. Every year it grows and every year more people get involved in it, and it's, people from all majors like accounting, economics, anybody and everybody can be a student designer for our show, and it is remarkable to see. And I've made a collection every year and I plan on doing it until I graduate. So
the show has had a really successful run in the past, and what are some of the changes that you guys are implementing for this year in terms of production?
We'd really like to streamline a lot of things on the production side. As Vice Chair of Productions, I've sort of made things more industry standard with what we're doing. Most of our past runways have been elevated as a stage, but this year we decided to make it flat on the ground to kind of emulate what Chanel is doing. We love Chanel. And kind of showcase a little bit more of electronic music instead of the top 40 as our music, because many fashion shows have just that sort of douche douche music going on there. So we really wanted to make it like a slice of New York Fashion Week in Midland.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. So if let's say someone's never been to the Style Show before, what kind of experience can they look forward to having?
They can look forward to a great time. It's really just such an energetic event that all of our students get so ramped up for. All of our models are volunteer students, so thank you Northwood students, we love you. And they get so involved and they get so excited to strut their stuff, and it's really just a remarkable time for everybody on campus to get together for one common goal.
And the show is 100% student run, as you mentioned. How does that influence everything?
It really influences everything because we're on the cusp of being those professionals in the industry. We're right there. We're about to graduate and enter that workforce, and it's kind of showcasing, hey, this is what I can do. And a lot of future employers get really impressed because it's not just, little ducklings following Mama Duck or anything. We're doing it ourselves. We're taking that initiative to really stick to what we want, and it's so remarkable. I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, there's so many different innovative changes happening to your industry. Tell me about how the theme Fashion in the Headlights aligns with that.
It really kind of showcases how streamlined fashion is, and fashion and automotive have always gone hand in hand. Like from the textiles to the color theory, any industry can use fashion, and every industry needs a little bit of fashion in it. So it's really showcasing how versatile our fashion program is and how versatile fashion as an industry is, as well as kind of implementing some trend forecasting and that sleekness of automotive into our lives.
Wonderful. Well, that's great to hear. Well, thank you, Emily. We look forward to seeing you at the Northwood University Style Show. We're here with Angie. She's the Vice Chair of Marketing for the Northwood University Style Show. Angie, tell me a little bit about the role you play in the fashion show.
So this year I am the Marketing Vice Chair for Fashion in the Headlights, and I mostly work closely with my team that's on this executive board, and we are working towards digitalizing everything for this year's show. So we created a new website off of Squarespace, and it's completely revamped from what we used to have. We worked on promotions on campus, so we have a Jordan display that we actually had support from Graph here, and they made us a beautiful poster, and we added some mannequins, and we just made it this really beautiful masterpiece that you guys should actually check out in Jordan. And then we also are working on campus promotion and community promotion for the show. So yeah, mostly promotion for this year's show and getting the word out so that most people can be knowledgeable before they attend the event. And the community outreach this year has been a lot more substantial in past years, so we're hoping to reach more audiences than we normally have.
And as you mentioned, this year's theme of the show is fashion in the headlights.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how that theme kind of plays with the marketing.
So this year we're trying to work with a theme that has to do with a career that many fashion students may be able to have the option to work for once they get out of graduation. So a lot of it has to do with looking into the future, and we're trying to market in a way that it will reach audiences and reflect a kind of future that people may want to actually work for as a fashion forecaster, or maybe if they want to get into automotive, we're juxtaposing both trends and fashion and automotive. So we're trying to work towards creating a promotion that's sort of linking towards trends that people can see in the future for both fashion and automotive.
Great. Now, how many years have you been involved in the style show?
This is actually my third year.
Wow.
As a freshman, I was a model, and then my sophomore year, I was the advertising chair. So I actually did sort of the same thing. I was making the tickets, making all the print ads and the flyers. And then this year, I am the vice chair marketing. So I'm sort of doing everything combined with all the chairs that I had to deal with last year or work with last year. And it's been a great ride here at Northwood, and I'm super excited for this year's show.
That's great to hear. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the show. Tell me about some of the innovative changes that you're making.
So this year as an executive board, we've made a decision that we wanted to digitalize everything. So we used to have all these binders and it held all of our information. So this year we created a Northwood Style Show Gmail, and we're uploading all of our documents so that future chairs it'll be so much more efficient for them to actually get access to all these documents. And as well as the website, we revamped the website and made it clean, fresh, and modern.
Great. So if you would describe Style Show in one word, what word would you choose and why?
It's honestly amazing. I have had the best experience being on the show or working on the show and being a model and seeing everyone come together and work towards this amazing product that is the Style Show. We have models that are just transformed on stage, like they are just truly embodying who they want to be on stage, like acting as whoever they want to be. And being on the executive board, it's been amazing working with a great team of people that build you up, and working on campus with a bunch of faculty, and it's been such a great experience learning more about fashion through the eyes of Northwood and trying to embody what it is to be a fashion student and try to translate it into something so much larger than us, like as a fashion show.
So let's talk about the show a little bit. What is the show? How long has it been going on? What's kind of the background in the history?
This is the 17th annual show here at Northwood. It was just started up by the fashion program to just showcase all of our skills that us fashion students have to offer to the school. We have the student design, we have the styling, we have to do all of the marketing, which is part of it, and we're doing management jobs where we're managing all of these people and all of these models.
All right, Paige, so obviously this year's theme is really exciting, fashion in the headlights. Tell me a little bit more about why that theme is so unique.
So it's actually Fashion in the Headlights of 2018, and what that is we're actually melding together a couple of different things in that, and that's just like a quick little way of saying it. We're looking towards the future because we're actually doing a lot of trend forecasting in the background, which is a career in fashion that takes years ahead of the actual year that you're doing it for, where you find the colors of the season, the silhouettes of the season, what accessories are in right now. All of those kinds of things. It actually can even dictate like the color in the upholstery of automobiles. So we're just really getting into that for the trend forecasting, acting as a career, getting real world experience as students like we should be here at the university, which the university gives us so many opportunities to do. And then we wanted to showcase that a lot of people think of fashion students that are either on a retail floor or they're making clothing. Mm-hmm. And we want to show them we're in every single industry, even if you don't see us.
Right.
So that's where we brought that auto in, because it's one that a lot of people, it's popular at Northwood, but they don't realize that the fashion students can be so involved in it. And we just wanted to showcase that with our theme.
Great. Now, how many years have you been involved with the show?
Actually 5, because
Wow.
I've been at Northwood for 5 years.
Wonderful.
So every year that I've been at the school, I've been a part of the Style Show.
Of course. So we're here at Graf Chevrolet. Tell me the role that they play that goes kind of along with the theme of fashion in the headlights.
Okay, so with Fashion in the Headlights, Graf is actually our presenting sponsor, but Fashion in the Headlights just means we're looking towards the future, and we're mixing a couple of different industries into the fashion so people understand fashion students aren't only making clothes. We're looking into the future, we're predicting new trends as trend forecasters, which is a career that a lot of people go into in the fashion industry. It's one of the most important, and it takes years to get to the 1 year that you're actually focusing on. So we're doing a very expedited, crazy version.
Right.
And we just wanted to bring automotive graph into this so that we could show, like, fashion students aren't just going to end up sewing a piece and doing a big fashion show every single time. We could be designing the interior of cars and all of these different things that come into the fashion world.
Right, and I mean, those changes, obviously change the industry so much and make such an impact. So keeping that in mind, what are some of the major changes that you guys are making to this year's show?
There's so many different things that we're trying to bring in. We're digitalizing everything instead of those paper binders. And another thing is, when I came into my position, I got to look at past budgets. For the last 17 years, the show has been running negative in a lot of its budgeting at the end, and I took it upon myself to make one of my #1 goals to either break even or make positive. I don't want us to be in the spot we've been financially. So we've been doing a lot more with our fundraising and our CFO's positions. They've actually been going out. The boutiques, are asked to donate. If they want to have their pop-up shots that we'll have, they are asked to donate. And these are things that we thought were so simple, but no one's done before. So it's just a new way of looking at things.
Great. So if somebody wants to know more about the show, what can they do to learn more?
We actually have a brand new website, and we revamped with Squarespace. It's nustyleshow.com. We have past year show galleries, ticket information, sponsorship information. Everything can be found on our website. And if you just follow us on any social media, we're NU Style Show. So we're just everywhere right now.
Wonderful. So really easy to connect. Now, say someone is interested in learning more about the program and how they can donate to the show in the future. How do they go about doing that?
For learning about the program, we are having an open house where we're inviting new incoming students, high school students, to actually come talk to us the day of the show, and I'll be there to talk to everyone. And everything will be on our website. Honestly, it's our main golden trove of information. So it's just kind of check out the website, talk to us, talk to alum, just get connected in some way.
Tell me a little bit about how folks can get tickets if they like.
Going right on the website at nustyleshow.com. You can buy the day of right at the doors too, but if you buy them online prior, we'll just have an iPad check-in right at the doors. You don't even have to print your tickets from now on.
So if someone's interested in going to the show, tell me all about tickets.
So for tickets, it's $35 a person, $60 a couple. If you're 12 and under, we do have $20 options. But for students with your ID, you can get $5 tickets. And the nice thing about our tickets is they're all actually considered donations, so they are tax deductible. They're great for our program. They go straight towards the show.
So what is your favorite part of the style show overall?
Favorite part of the style show, honestly, so many talents are showcased by this show. The student designers, these beauty artists that come in. It gives a day that our students can feel pampered and special by walking in the show and getting to dress in clothing that they've never seen before, getting those makeup looks that look like those high fashion models that they see on the internet. It's super cool to make everyone feel so involved and special.
Great. Well, thanks again, Paige, for being here. We're very excited to see all your hard work pay off at this year's show. Going on Friday, April 13th, there's 2 different shows. We have a student show at 3 p.m., and then there's also general admission starting at 7 p.m. So we're very excited for this year's 2018 Northwood University Style Show. Before we go, I want to talk a little bit about the social media platforms and engagements that you guys are making on social media. Tell me all about it.
So this year we are actually under Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we are all under the platform name of NU Style Show, and this year we're also going to be taking over the Northwood Snapchat. So catch us on that for the day of the show and for behind the scenes. And we're also going to be having some filters previewed during the show, so be sure to check those out. And also be sure to take pictures and interact with our social media. This year our hashtag is hashtag NU Style Show and hashtag fashion forecasting, and I hope to see you guys all there.